very stable. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 board members. So we are missing only Katla and Honza. Okay, we'll remind them.
Okay, thank you. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 board members. So we are missing only Katla and 3, 4, 5, Honza.
We can hear ourselves in the Bastian mic. Oh, it's okay. Ici.
So maybe let's give them a few more minutes to have a chance to join us. Well, I will put the link to the minutes to the Jitsi chat so you can see it. As we are waiting, will there be someone who will be willing to volunteer as a secretary? Look, I'm not moderating yet. So.
Okay, I can take this part.
That would be great. Thank you very much.
No problem.
I think I have somewhere the minutes from the last time, so I will push that to the Jitsi chat as well. So we are aware. So how is the live actually? The times of COVID.
Please don't ask. We are running on the edge.
Oh. Have you become the best in COVID? I mean, we passed the title to Hungary. I'm sorry for that, but like, it's how it worked. The situation is slowly getting normal, or better at least. Okay, I see no replies from neither of them, so I would hope that they will join us later and slowly start as we promised to be fast. So, if you don't mind, it's 19:07, and I'm officially opening the meeting. And if no one opposes that, I'm going to chair the meeting. As the secretary, Lukáš agreed to volunteer, so the minute taking is yours. And we have present here all the board members so far, except Jan Mareš and Katla. Besides that, we have some guests, I believe, but I believe they have already introduced themselves during the last meetings, or am I wrong? Jens from PPEU means Jens Stomber, or am I wrong? I hope he heard me. Yes, Jens Stomber. Okay. So I guess he's known among the international pirate community, and we do not need any more introductions. Okay, so let's go to approval of the agenda. I believe you should have the minutes from the last meeting posted in the Jitsi chat, so you can see it there. Please check whether you are satisfied with that, and if so, let's vote on the line 49 plus. It's approval of the agenda. Sorry, approval of the minutes from the last meeting. Sorry. Okay, I mixed that. Okay, I thought we will start with the minutes from the last meeting. So the vote on the minutes from the last meeting is on the line 60 plus. On the line 49, there is the agenda proposed. The agenda proposed is actually on the line 32. There is, let's say, a standard set. I have added or proposed to add 2 more points. One of them would be relations with the PPI, and the other one would be council meeting. We should plan for this summer. So that's my proposal. Are there any more proposals what should be included into the agenda of the minute for today's meeting? I see no hands risen, so now we can vote on the agenda on the line 50 plus. If you voted and did not intended to vote for the agenda, please check on whether you are satisfied. If you are not satisfied, then remove it. Okay, I see 8 yeses there, so I believe that this is a clear consensus to actually approve the agenda as it is, and we can go directly to the first point, which is the short report of activity. I will probably start. So what happened during the last 3 weeks? I believe we had some discussions with Katla and Flory how to proceed with organization of the council meeting, whose results we will present you. We will present you later on. Besides that, I was contacted by Young Pirates of Europe who wanted to organize, let's say, a common pub. The idea was, or online pub. The idea was kind of like similar to what we have had with the PPI kind of like common meeting of the two respective boards, or actually in the case of YPE, it's called council, but it was kind of like similar to our board. You have been provided with Doodle, and so far we have provided our replies, and I believe so far it looks that the date will be set for 11th of April, which is this Sunday, but it was not yet confirmed. Besides that, I have been working on the wiki a little bit and created a section which I called RFCs. Basically, the idea behind is that there should be a summary of useful, let's say, manuals or hints or stuff like that to for the people, so that you don't have to seek for each and everything that we are doing, let's say, or let's say we have kind of like documented processes. I will send you the link to the table where we have started actually together with Bastian, who kindly provided an information how to log into our web mails. I mean, at the EuropeanPirateParty.eu. Which reminds me, we did some tests with those emails, and it seems that really there is no way how to send out using our servers without having a real and proper mailbox. That's probably everything from my side, and I will pass to the others who would like to report.
Well, let me ask you just one thing regarding this meeting with European pirates, with European young pirates. Sorry,
I see no hands risen, so we will probably move to the tasks from previous meetings. Is there the link for the wiki so we can check on that?
Mikuláš, do you listen to us?
Yeah. Okay, the tasks from the previous meetings, I think we are kind of like pushing that in forward of us.
Can someone turn on their
So
camera
the
and get
moderation of the
attention?
Mattermost, I believe, would be great should we have Katla, but it's not the case. Is anyone else willing to?
You cannot hear us.
You told me you can't hear me.
No, we can hear you, but it seems that you cannot hear us. Test 1, 2. Now better?
Now better. I'm sorry for that. How long was this?
Never mind. Houston, we got
10 minutes. Sorry. Okay, sorry. Shit happens. Yeah.
So
Okay.
just one question to the meeting with the young pirates. Do you know when this doodle will be closed?
Not really. I mean, like, I'm not the organizer. That's Maciej from the Council of Young Pirates. So actually, I'm waiting for his, let's say, final say.
That would be good if somebody of us can keep an eye out to this doodle when it be closed, to have a short info in the Mattermost channel of the board, so we can all be aware of this.
I will definitely do that. I mean, like, preliminary, I would suggest we go for this Sunday, but it's not yet like confirmed.
Sorry, I didn't raise my hand. Is there a list of people speaking, or can I just go ahead?
I think we have no list of people speaking. I mean, so far I haven't had anyone, so that's a little bit affecting the effectivity of my
It's
carrying.
okay, Mikuláš. It was
Sorry for
kind
that.
of funny.
I didn't know how was it possible that my headphones suddenly stopped working,
That's
but that
funny.
happens.
But
Okay.
anyways, I am waiting to hear from the board of directives in Iceland I have asked them to have a meeting with me regarding the PPEU, matters, all matters, and especially with the online communication stuff. But I haven't received an invitation to a meeting yet. But I've sent them 2 emails, and they've said the next meeting that we will have, you will be invited to. So that's my update. The board in Iceland doesn't seem to meet very often. Also, I want to ask a question. What is a comprehensive report on what to the Code of Conduct Council? Who sent and on what?
I have to admit, I'm a bit puzzled. Maybe that was something.
It's in the minutes. It just says sent a comprehensive report to Code of Conduct Council, and I'm trying to understand who sent the report and about what.
Yeah, it's a little confused because somebody is writing in the line of Mikuláš, and Mikuláš is C, like chairperson, and then should they represent a comprehensive support to COCC was his saying, and then we have to listen to the other members who are reporting something, maybe with the right name. Thank you.
Yep, I think we should go hand by hand. So the next one in the row is Mia, and I hope we will kind of complete my misunderstanding at the beginning.
Yes, it was me who has written this report, and I have written M, there, but the M is gone, so I couldn't even find my text myself again. Well, I wrote a more comprehensive report about the Octavia contra Thomas Gaul cause, and about the Olivias contra Roland Schneider cause. I just brought them together in really clear, short lines, as much as I could find out. And well, this is now with them. And they have written, it's already 4 weeks ago, an explanation, the Code of Conduct Council, that everyone who has reports to enter should do that, should please do that until the 1st of May. So whatever complaints are coming up or came up, they can be addressed, and then they will give us results or anything, But you can enter stuff and reports or whatever you think you want to enter until the 1st of May. Yeah, that's written in the town square. I can go and get it there again if somebody wants that.
Do I understand it correctly that we are talking only about content regarding these 2 separate cases? Or
yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. That's how I don't know, received it. And then, I had to give them some explanations and also some data, some, evidence. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And this is all open evidence. Yeah. This light open with everyone on the, I don't know, Mattermost town square or anywhere, many, many evidences. And I just picked them together and drew a line, just lined it out. And I can send it to you, Mikuláš, if you want to.
Not really from my point of view. I mean, I think either we should officially create one single report for the whole board meet, and then it should be probably approved by the board. Or we are providing our own or whatever, how's it called? Our own reports on behalf of each of us separately. I think I should not intervene into your report.
Okay, but if we want to send a report as a board, yeah, we should meet and like enter our like, I don't know, data, opinions, everything. That would be a great thing to do, I think, but it costs time, of course. I mean, we should ask everybody if we want to enter a report.
I see. Well, okay, then I would suggest, let's do the following. Just a short straw poll whether the board shall provide such a report like collectively. May I ask you to say, to raise your hand in the case that you are in favor of this idea?
I had my hand raised for a question, but I took it down now. So you know.
I actually see no hands risen, so I would suggest.
Well, I had it up. I had my hand up because I wanted to ask questions.
Yeah. Okay. Then probably ask the question because obviously the.
Yeah, I'm just being. I'm a little confused on like which report is this? Was there a request for a report that that Mia would make a report on behalf of the board and send that to the Code of Conduct Council regarding 2 separate cases, or did the people of the 2 separate cases contact Mia and ask her to report to the Code of Conduct Council? Like which procedure led to this report, and what, like, is it an official report by the board member Mia, or by, I don't know. I'm really just understanding because what the Code of Conduct Council, they are independent in their work. They should be asking us and for information or delegating information to us through Mia. They should not. We are not there. Like, we're not supposed to tell them what to do.
Okay.
It's the people that want to bring forward the case. They contact the board, the Code of Conduct Council. It's not on us per se, unless we get a request from the people. Have we gotten a request from Octavia to take the matter with Thomas Gohl to the Code of Conduct Council? Or has Thomas Gohl asked us? Or I don't know. Is there a huge misunderstanding happening? Or I don't understand what's happening here.
Oh, okay. May I give you an answer? Yeah. I am the contact point, and my task is normally to do research. Yeah. And of course, I had contact with many people involved or not so involved. And so I just gave the Code of Conduct Council a classified report. That's what I did, because I got private information, and so I gave them a classified report. I thought this is my task because I should be there to do research, to help the Code of Conduct Council. Katla, is that okay?
I would think no, it's not okay. That's not the task of a contact person at all.
Okay.
I mean, a contact person is just the contact person to the board if they need something for their work, like as in emails or help with a website or just very logical kind of logistic things. It has nothing to do with the cases that land on their table. It should not be yours at all to be researching or doing anything for them regarding the cases.
If I may add.
Okay, but they were like just writing out this text that reports should be like given to them until the 1st of May. So
Reports
I
about what? What cases? like-
about troubles.
I don't understand what you're referring to. You have to be specific for me to understand what you're referring to.
You know, I have been talking to all people who like said they were in trouble, yeah, and I have promised that I help, yeah, to bring it to the Code of Conduct Council.
Okay.
If that is okay.
Well, I mean,
So I have
it's, yeah, I mean, of course you do what you do, but I'm just wondering.
promised, like, to report that. I can do that. You
can
don't think so?
report whatever you, are you, okay.
Well, from the process point of view, I believe the board has, and we can check the minutes from the last time or the last time for last time, has never formally requested Mia to submit a report on behalf of the board. On the other hand, Mia is, as a natural person, citizen, member of pirate party, and so on, fully entitled to submit any kind of information she wants to the Code of Conduct Council.
Absolutely.
I think,
Absolutely.
I
What
think,
I'm trying to understand
Yeah.
is in what sort of official board member capacity is Mia like taking actions? And on behalf, like, are there regular members of the European Pirate Party coming to Mia and saying, "Hi, friend, can you help me with this?" And she is doing that as a friend and a member of the PPEU. Or is there a misunderstanding happening regarding the communications between the Code of Conduct Council and the board of the PPEU?
So, yeah.
well, yeah, my understanding is that this seems as to be as a misunderstanding. I would say we are currently recording and making minutes from this meeting, so it is officially clarified in the minutes of this meeting. So
It's okay.
I would say that's the way how it works, and maybe we can inform the Code of Conduct Council so they know specifically about what was the, let's say, origin of this report. Is it fine for you?
Absolutely, I would love that. I would love that, just because I would very much like it to be clear what actions are happening on behalf of this board and where the authority behind those actions are. And this is not me being pissed off at anyone or thinking that something shouldn't be done. Absolutely not. But if there is something in the minutes today saying that there's a report turned in to the Code of Conduct Council, and there's nothing to kind of back up, like, where is this report coming from? Where is the request coming from? All of these things, it's just procedures. I just like things to be clear cut. That's just, yeah. This is nothing personal at all.
No, of course not. So maybe I just put this like report out of the minutes. So because it's me who wrote it, even in a classified way, and then, well, I don't know.
I would suggest that we put in the minute into the information that the report was sent out. However, the author was Mia, and the other board members were not providing any information into that report, because I think that's true, and it's fine that it was reported. So for future, anyone who wants the clarification can easily find in our minutes that this happened, and That's it.
Okay, good. Perfect.
Okay. So that was the sorry.
Just
It was-
great stuff. Thanks.
That was the question of the report. Are there any more short reports on the activity that should be provided? Now I can hear you. Hopefully.
Yeah, you can read it. It's all written down. Maybe I should tell you two news. I set up an international calendar. You know that Miklos is a test version on Nextcloud, so everybody can put the data in. We should find out whether it's a good solution or not, and then my normal work, technical support, and treasurer's work, and so on and so on. It's daily work. Thank you.
Super. Super. I guess the media people will be happy to hear that because they have been requesting that. Okay. So yeah, when it, I guess we have covered the task, the short reports, unless there is anything more regarding the overlapping tasks from the last time. I'm not sure what was your answer to the question of yeah, you actually did. Sorry, forget about it. When it comes to the overlapping issues from the last time, I believe there was this request from the person called Only Citizen, whom I replied to, and I received no further information so far. I mean, like the person stopped communicating probably, or I don't know. And I think more we should put on the point tasks from the previous meetings. Doesn't seem so. So I would go to the point 3, which are the working groups. Have we had some working group meeting between the board meetings? Doesn't seem so. Katla, please.
Just to say that I was going to, but then I forgot about it, and I'm ashamed about it, and I'm just putting it out there in the cosmos because I haven't rescheduled it. I fucked up. There.
Well, shit happens. If nothing worse would happen, it would be great.
I felt like I was going into the kind of Catholic church and confessing. No, you should make me, do something to abolish my sins.
I'm the guy with the headphones, so I'm not going to punish anyone. Well, anyway, there, I believe there is some meeting of the working group on the second chamber scheduled. Is it so? It's probably Exile's work, or
Yes, I think we got a doodle from Exile, but he knows it better.
Yeah, well, I invited to the status working group. The doodle, as advised, should be closed this evening, around about midday. Well, I will have a look tomorrow. Right now, it looks like 1 moment. Best answer is given on Thursday, 22 of April, 7 o'clock. We got only one no from Mia. And some question marks in the remaining people with yes, and that's at the moment the best answer. But well, let us wait until tomorrow. I will send out to the former email list an answer what will be the result of the doodle, and putting it also on the MetaMost, and we'll invite for this first working group status meeting. Put your micro on, Nicolas.
That's a good idea. I'm not really good in setting sound devices, obviously. I guess we should have more working group meetings, but I understand that there were Eastern in between, so probably no one wanted to meet. But I would suggest that we should definitely have some media group meeting and the IT group meeting before the next board meeting. Okay, I believe that was enough regarding the working groups. So we could slowly go to the point relations with PPI. I believe most of you have participated in the meeting with PPI. So the outcome we have agreed on and should be formally confirmed here is that we should nominate a person that would be contact person for PPI among our board, and we'll be organizing common meetings in order to resolve the issues which are kind of like touching both of the organizations. I believe the most important one that was stressed was actually we should kind of like resolve the question of personal data sharing, because so far we can't do that, or actually PPEU can share personal data with PPI, but it does not work other way around, which means like that complicates cooperation on the technical systems a lot. And what we have discussed was the idea to, let's say, for PPEU to become member of PPI, while covering those issues of mutual interests by some sort of like short, specific agreement or contract between both organizations that would be approved by our next council meeting and their general assembly. So far, I believe that was the idea. If I mixed or missed something, please update it. And I'm opening the discussion to the topic. Oh.
If I may?
Yep, please do.
Yes, we discussed that problem between that GDPR thing, PPI, PPU last meeting, and I promised to ask my son. He is lawyer, and he is a member of International Association of Private Professionals, and he is a privacy professionals too, and so on and so on. And he's master of international law, blah blah. And he is willing to give us some hints what we are doing now, or we shouldn't do now without expenses. So if you don't mind, I will ask him and give him an order to explain what we have to do in this case, the proper combined I would say both organizations that are for these things. They have to share the duties, I think, and so we have a report for that, and maybe you can develop that report maybe in the next meeting. So we'll give you the answer of the decision of this board, and then if you get a report or not, and then we can discuss it internally, and then if there are questions, we can discuss it in the next board meeting.
That's actually a good idea. I mean, like I omitted to tell you that actually PPI did in their last board meeting. They nominated contact persons for PPEU, namely the General Secretary Michal Gale, the chairperson Bill Lemon, and I believe Gregory Engels is the third one. So they are specifically nominated as contact people for us. And they are expecting us to nominate someone for, let's say, organizing those type of meetings. So I would suggest you should be definitely participating in those meetings, Bastian, so that we kind of like resolve these issues together with them.
Yeah, it makes sense because I'm in both boards. But the other question is that we need some professional support for discussing the GDPR thing, and that's there's about 2 points. I can be your, if you so wish, it can be your partner for PPI as a representative of the PPEU board, and by the way, I have to organize this GDPR thing with a lawyer, and that's I will do that in the next 2 weeks, and so we have a result, and then we can discuss that together in the working group.
That would be absolutely amazing.
Then we have a solution for that question, and I think it's a really good solution because he's an expert in that things.
Yep. Okay, so you will call some working group, and it's in your hands, and we can.
Yeah, I will report you as soon as possible. Right?
Perfect. Sounds great. I don't know anything more to the topic, or we can go to the next one. See, no hands risen. No one is complaining about my headset, so I believe we can go to the next point. And that's the council meeting. I believe we should have a council meeting sometime in May or June. Maybe Katla, you want to introduce that topic?
Well, after the PPI meeting we had there on that weekend, Nicholas, Flori, and I were discussing the meeting times and how this time doesn't seem to be fitting a lot of people. And also just the fact that we wanted to have another council meeting in end of May. That was the discussion at the last council meeting. So if we're going to organize that, we should start now to organize it, maybe for the last weekend of May or so. And I suggested to Flori and Nicholas that until then, we should be meeting maybe every 2 weeks, and then take some time off after, just to have some summer holidays. I remember last summer, it was really difficult to get people together because people were just, out enjoying the world or something. And so I guess my suggestion is that now we will start meeting up every 2 weeks. Oh no, I'm running out of battery. Kids. Okay, just a second. There. So I think I suggested like in about 10 days, the weekend, if people would be happy to move back to weekends with our meetings, and then have like meetings every 2 weeks, and have the council meeting on the last weekend of May. It's not a lot of weeks until then, that's the thing. So it would be great to have your opinions on this. What do you say?
I see a question from Exile. Is this for whole board, or is this regarding a working group on organizing the council meeting?
I just think we seem to be meeting like I like the other 3 weeks. I'm just worried that maybe that we need more time to discuss the decisions that we have to make. So I guess what I'm thinking is like an official board meeting, and that would only be 3 of those until the council meeting, and then whatever working meetings we need. But we can't be more we can get the organizing of the council meeting done more organized this time, I guess, than last time we were kind of last minute. I don't know. What do you think, Exile?
I will read the message in the Jitsi as I'm in favor of the whole board meetings, but you can say it directly as well.
Yeah, Nicholas, may I? I'm thinking quite like Katla. In fact, we are talking only about a very limited number of meetings going up to the end of May. Nonetheless, whatever, also for the future, I think it would be good, and it would helping ourselves in relationships and in getting along with some kind of work to do this overall in a 2-week rhythm.
Well, that's something we could probably discuss later on, but maybe we are discussing how to proceed to the council meeting. From my point of view, what shall happen rather soonish than later? I mean, like, I shall probably do a formal call for the council meeting because that has to be done in order to provide respective deadlines for like whatsoever nominations and statute changes and stuff like that. So I think I should provide or run a call rather soonish. The thing is, what date I shall call for, and this date, I don't know, like what would you consider to be options? I mean, probably the late May or early June, maybe, which means like 29th, 30 May or 5th or 6th June. Yeah, I see some proposals from Katla. Okay. So seems that there would be an idea of 29 till 3rd of May. I don't know. Are we able currently to solidify that actually there is no like general assembly, nothing like that, which would like be colliding on that date? I mean, no German General Assemblies, no Czech General Assemblies, no Icelandic General Assemblies.
I can see if there's anything happening with the Nordics, but there's definitely not with the Icelandic Party.
Okay, so if the let's say timetable would be that we are meeting now and it's 7th of April. If we will meet in 2 weeks, we will meet on 21st of April, which means if I on 22nd morning call for the for the council meeting, there will be plenty of time for member parties to actually submit proposals for statute changes and stuff like that in order to be able to discuss them on 29th of May. Is it so? Yeah, Bastian, you wanted to speak.
Yeah, I want to remind you, the German Party has a Bundesparteitag from the 8th of May until the 29th of May. That's all 4 weekends. So the whole May is blocked. So we can do that in June, I think, because it's a hybrid event with a lot of things we can do. We can't elect a board via the internet, and so we have to have a secret way and on a paper way and so on and so on. It's very complicated, and therefore we have another 3 weekends for announcing the results and maybe do another turn and for programmatic work. So it's I think we need the 4 weekends for our stuff.
And is it so that actually the international team is supposed to participate over the whole General Assembly, so effectively the international team is unable to join?
Yeah, but if we do a council meeting, there are not only some guys, there are a lot of guys. We have council members and so on and so on. And I think it's a long term for a council meeting. So I suggest that we should do it in June.
Okay, sounds fair. Katla?
Is this German thing with the German Power Party, is it happening from the 8th till the 30th of May? Did I understand
to the
correctly?
29th of May. It's Sunday is
Right.
29th and Saturday is the 8th of May. So the 4 weekends.
Yeah, 29th.
It's
is a
cruel for
Saturday.
everybody.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe we can definitely prolong your suffering by 1 week, adding it at the beginning of June. Is it fair?
Well, I don't mind.
Or shall we move it later to the June?
I don't think that's a good idea.
Neither I do. I agree
Yep.
with Katla.
It depends whether other parties, maybe Czech party is having a assembly too. I think in June, right? Or you have elections or what?
We are actually doing all the stuff on the election campaign. So I think there will be the next General Assembly in the January. So far, no changes at all. I mean, like whatever has to be done is done via the internet, and we simply do not have to meet. I mean, like we did our last meeting fully online.
Maybe having a council meeting at this point is nuts. I don't know.
Well, actually, we have promised a council meeting to happen during the spring to our members. I mean, like namely, French pirates were kind of like dissatisfied about the budget, which I take for fully legitimate. I believe that they should have an option to, let's say, present an alternative in the upcoming council meeting sometime in spring. That's one of the things that should definitely happen. The other thing, from my point of view, shall be the discussion about like the relations with PPI. Hopefully, we will have this agreement, and we will settle that officially already on the date. And I don't know, like those are two pending issues that shall be definitely approved by the council now. But I'm for sure that our members will bring some other stuff on the table. We should give them the opportunity.
I agree. Are there any suggestions on how we don't really have that much time to check with all the council members which dates are okay? I mean, isn't it just a matter of us deciding on a date and then council members kind of just have to find someone to represent them, delegates?
Oof.
Or I don't know. I'm trying to think solutions. I don't know.
I understand you, but I would not press for it. I mean, like our rules of procedure, as it was approved, actually binds us to give our member parties a time for, let's say, a discussion of important proposals that shall be brought to the board. So I believe we should, first of all, give them this 2-week time to state clearly that they are, if they are not satisfied with the date 5 and 6 June, and then call for, during our, let's say, next board meeting for the council meeting. I omit Exile's hand. Sorry.
Well, you just resumed what I would like to say. We should perhaps also keep in mind that for statute amendment, there is a line in actual statute saying they have to be given 4 weeks in advance, if I remember right. So it's not that we have an awful lot of time. Nonetheless, as Katla said, we cannot check the agenda of all of our members. At the same time, we are not perfect, and we may miss some agenda points of one of our member states. So first, let us spread the news, agreeing today on a provisional date, and deciding then next board meeting to go along with the date and making the formal invitation and all that stuff.
Yeah, I believe should we do the next board meeting in 2 weeks? We would actually give them 17 days since the last board meeting to discuss and provide proposals for statute changes. I believe 2 weeks are or should be sufficient for an international coordination team to prepare whatever they want to prepare, or should be fine. Yeah, and meanwhile, we should probably set up a working group for, let's say, organizing the council meeting. So the question, as usual, who wants to chair this? Lukas raised the hand.
Yeah, I can help with that.
I can chair the organizational work for the meeting, if that would be agreeable to the board.
Hand risen from Bastian and then Mia.
Yeah, to be honest, I can help because I can remember the maybe 10 or 6 meetings, of board meetings to organize a simple online council meeting. So it's not rocket science. So it's easy. We need an agenda. We need a time. We have a date. We need time. We need an agenda, and we need nice people who are supporting our needs for the event itself, tabulators, and so on and so on. So it's easy. We need some people, and we need it in advance, not on the event itself. Otherwise, we get or we make it much more complicated. Maybe you remember, Mikuláš, on the last council meeting, it was a mess. But the event itself, it's very easy to organize, I think. So if I can help, I will do. Otherwise, no problem.
Yeah, then the next one in the row was Mia.
I was just doing what Excel wrote here on the chat, that everybody raise hands, please. So I did. That was all.
And Alessandro.
Yes, just my dissent, not to be unrespectful, but actually last council meeting wasn't actually a mess, it was a marathon. Because what we need, the event itself is easy. I agree with Bastian to organize, like all these kind of events, especially online events, but we need people. That's why if you have 3-4 people working, it's a marathon, and it's really heavy for everybody. So what we need is actually, of course, organization, but people first. That's my 2 cents. It wasn't a mess last council meeting. It was heavy, at least for me.
I see it same way. I mean, it's not that easy to get all the people, and we have been lacking somehow some of the people. But yeah, this is a nice opportunity to actually do it again and better. So if I can summarize it, I think there were 5 people stepping forward as volunteers, and Katla, who kind of offered to chair the working group. So I believe we could consider that kind of consensual, and Katla will call the people to make it happen. Is it so?
Yep. Or I don't know.
Okay, seems so. I guess we have an agreement. If I may just ask you, should you be summarizing already the provisional agenda? Then I would like to remind we need to add this discussion regarding finances and the relations with PPI. That should be there. And by the way, when we are talking about the finances, shouldn't we have, so to say, working group on finances called someday to kind of like discuss the issues? I believe Alessandro is responsible. Is it so?
Sorry, Mikolas, I missed it. Can you repeat it, please?
I believe we should have a working group on finances called someday. Is it so?
Yes, and it's my biggest fault because I've never found the energy to find out the first call on it. I have some people interested in the Metromos channel, and I promised that for the next meeting I will make public, let's say, first call of this. Thank you, Mikolas.
Super. No problem for me. I just use the opportunity to friendly remind you that either you will call it or we will sacrifice you to French pirates to.
Yes, I know.
No, I believe they are great and very responsible when it comes to finances. So I think that this will be a great discussion.
They are helpful.
Yeah. Okay. So I think that's something that's all we should discuss regarding the council meeting, unless there is anyone raising hand or reminding me that I should set up the headphones, which is not the case. So I think we have finished the point 6 on the agenda, and we are getting to the last one, which is the other business, or not the last one. The last one will be the next board meeting. So no one is willing to raise any other business, or anyone raising hand? Okay, no one. So we can move to the point 7, which is actually the next meeting. And we have previously discussed the idea to have meetings every 2 weeks. Is it fine for you to have the meetings until the council meeting every 2 weeks instead of every 3 weeks?
Maybe there's a little concern because the PPI has its meeting on Wednesdays, 2 or 3 weeks, but it's 2:00 p.m. So it's not feeling, but sometimes it's a little stressing. So that's it. But if you wish, really, if you wish to make a 2 weeks meeting, is okay from my point of view.
I mean, should it be colliding? Please remind us next time. But I would really set the next meeting in 2 weeks so that there are time slot for member parties to propose the changes is sufficient.
Yeah, I agree. It should be absolutely. And then maybe we can just decide, like, because I know the Wednesdays are not ideal for everybody, and I just, I'll go with the flow. I'll do what suits the majority, except for Friday evenings, because that's like, we make pizza and pretend that our child doesn't hate us and stuff. So that's fun. And stuff. So, but I really just want people to be able to be comfortable and get to the meetings. That's all. That's all my concerns. So, sorry.
Yeah, all in favor of happy people. That's good idea. So the suggestion would be to like the first suggestion is to move it to 2 weeks, so the week between 19 and 23rd of April. And the second suggestion would be to move it to Friday. Have I heard correctly?
I didn't understand you. Do you mean Friday? Friday is blocked.
Maybe I've heard wrongly. That could happen. I mean, I've heard Friday, but maybe my headset is again wrong. You know.
No, Mia suggested Friday in the chat before, and I was like, no, please. Oh, Jesus Christ, and stuff. So no, please not Friday, and please not Sunday either, because that doesn't work for Mia.
Okay, so Friday nor Sunday are kind of like blocked. I'm not happy about that particular Friday again as well. Any other proposals, or shall we fall back to Wednesday? Yeah.
I just don't know. Is now 21st of April our next meeting? Because there is still like in our minutes, it's not clear. Maybe we should decide if we really have it the 21st of April, which is a Wednesday too. Yeah. Or is there still, has there still some thinking to take place? Just the next meeting.
I put a suggestion in the minutes now, Nicholas, on line 138.
138. Yeah, I think that's the let's say zero alternative, or the minimal alternative, and we can agree on. So unless there are any objections, I would take the line 139 as our decision.
Yeah, it's fine for me.
Yep, okay. Yes, it's worry. Understand. Okay, so maybe I see Flory having meeting Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays. However, at least all I can say, you have short time to have a dinner now, because we have kind of like ended. Okay, so as there are no objections, I would consider the proposal to have next board meeting on 21st of April to be approved, and I'm officially ending this meeting and allowing you to have a dinner, whatever you want. You don't have to leave if you wish, but you can. It's up to you. Thank you very much for participating in the discussion, and sorry for all the inconveniences.
You know, like what else? Yeah, I'll have dinner now. And looking forward to seeing you next time. Good people. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye.